stamina is very important. It is so important, you can beat the game by only leveling endurance. Yeah, I mean endurance is equaling stamina here. But don't compare me with Gino, I'm not that good, alright? Now I'm gonna do the same thing with my own twist. I have to use different weapon class for each main boss, remembrance bosses, and some other bosses like Loretta and Red Wolf for example. However, I'm allowed to use everything outside of those bosses, including weapons that have already been used. So, let's take down as many bosses as I can with 32 different classes including torches. A lot of options to choose from, but no magic and spells this time. Well, let's get started already, shall we? Just as my previous video, I was looking for a class with the lowest stats, but since I'm focusing on strength and dex this time, apparently almost every class has balanced distribution between those two. So I picked Wretch. Now the preparation stage will be the longest part of this run since I was gathering a bunch of stuffs from weapons to miscellaneous things that might be helpful throughout this run. I don't really care much about buffs or damage boosts, but I will definitely need them regarding my strength and dex can only go so far with some talismans. I haven't played Elden Ring in months, so I'm still heating up after my cryo sleep. Pulley crossbow, my first weapon against Margit. Currently I don't reach the weapon requirement, but with physics I'm able to exert it in 3 minutes. That will be more than enough. Margit is yeah, I mean Margit is easy, he's not hard at all. No side dodges, no mid-air dodge, all I have to do is make distance and shoot. I need a bunch of weapons to test them out, so I have to beat Godric right away to make my way to Mogwyn. I used flail for this fight, and not a special flail or anything, just an ordinary flail. But still, didn't reach the requirement, so drinking G Fuel is a must. Godric, as you may know, he's not much of a challenge. I was being reckless and barely got punished at first. With terrible range the flail has, I was forced to keep my distance as close as possible with him, which can be beneficial in second phase. I was this close to killing him and something very nostalgic happened. Wow, yeah, I never expect 3 minutes was that short. But instead of restarting the fight, I'll just keep going. Acquired Godric's Great Rune to increase all my stats by 5 points. Now Great Rune is not as important as it was in Magic Only Run, but I'm still gonna use it just in case some interesting occurrences happen in the future. By the way, I made this script before finishing the whole playthrough, so if things changes in the future, you know the reason. Second stage of preparation. Yeah, I don't know how many stages it will be, but on this moment, I always try to get as many possible items for the end game, so later I just have to fight the rest of the bosses back to back like bam bam bam, done. There aren't many things to increase strength in general, but Haima Crown actually gives 2 points on both strength and intelligence, so this is necessary to get. Off to the next shard bearer, Rodan. I picked Rodan for now since Renal has one prior fight with Red Wolf and I haven't decided which weapon I have to use. While with Rodan, I choose Nox's Flowing Sword. It's a curved sword I got from beating up the Night Folks in Caelid. As my usual method with Rodan, it also works with this weapon as well. In fact, it worked better. With massive range of its weapon skill, I could land it in further distance, so I still have enough time to ride away. Flowing Sword also deals a decent damage by upgrading it to +4. Yeah, only +4 guys. Openings are the same as usual, and in phase 2, I feel like he barely do any surprise attacks at all. I was referring to Gravity Pull, by the way. The flow of the fight was undisturbed for quite a while, unless by me, for missing my attacks. But that didn't matter as I still took him down at the end. Alright, so at this point I almost reached the end of my recording, so I can confidently say this is the last big preparation stage. Stage 3, baby. I actually made a shopping list of what weapon I could use against the bosses, but just in case they didn't work, I got some other alternatives to replace them, and yeah, as you can tell, I plan to beat every Remembrance bosses in this specific run. However, since Last OP coming out in a couple days, and also I have some unfinished IRL stuffs like taxes and my office work, I might not be able to beat all of them. I'll tell you guys more later at the end of this video. Anyway, I need something to boost my dex as well, so I got this light bow to cheese Niall in his swamp. This gave me the Prothesis Heirloom to increase my dex points by 5.
I would like you to have this.
Cross Naginata, a weapon that I used to wield back in the day when Elden Ring first released. It's a spear that has quite some range with decent amount of damage. It also inflicts bleed. Tree Sentinel has a bunch of openings if I keep strafing on the shield side. However, his recovery time is pretty fast, so I couldn't risk to land heavy attacks most of the time. I couldn't maximize my damage with this build since focusing on one stat will sacrifice the other, and most weapons has at least 2 stats, like strength and dex, or probably strength and intelligence. But usually when they have intelligence, they also have dex. It's kinda confusing sometimes. I feel no difference with that amount of stamina at this point. It's nice to have extra green board to run in the battlefield instead of walking, but since using heavy weapons still consume a significant amount of stamina, and also after I look back at my footage, I didn't even use like those green crystal stamina, I forgot the name. But yeah, let's chill for a bit in the next fight. For Godfrey, I used the beast repellent torch that I bought from a merchant in Caelid. I think I used torch in a fight once, but I didn't remember it deals quite some damage here. Torch also has decent attack speed with pretty fast recovery time. I don't remember it was this good. And with Godfrey's solid movement, I took advantage of his ground stomp. Might be the easiest fight so far. I should have saved the torch for other bosses actually. I was so conflicted on what weapon to use for Morgoth since I tried to use some bad weapons for bosses I'm confident with, but at the same time, I don't really have many good weapons available to use due to my stats. I tested out a dual thrusting sword with poison and scarlet rod combination. It's an old combination back then, I think. This looks cool in my head since poison and rod stack on each other, but in reality, it's really hard to apply them against Morgoth. Poison scales with arcane, so I equipped the silver tier mask and the kindred exaltation to buff up my damage. So Morgoth is naturally tough. He's fast, but I cannot just attack him at random times. For my weapons, Ansper Rapier and Roger's Rapier, I would say the best opening is when he throws the spear or do the jump attack, and also the side sweep. So my goal is to inflict both Scarlet Rod and Poison as fast as I can. However, it takes a while to inflict them. At the same time, I don't even know which status effects had already been inflicted. The Poison one has faster build-up, but Scarlet Rod shows the visual appearance. I got hit a couple times due to being reckless, but I managed to land some more damage than usual, even on second phase. He's gonna add more openings with that Blood Flame, and everything else is the same as in phase 1. Oh, probably one thing that almost got me killed. Those ground eruptions. But other than that, everything was smooth sailing.
With me. Your thought.
So far, this has been less challenging than the mine-only run I did previously. I would say even by limiting myself from using the same weapon class twice, we still have a bunch of options. Gathering a bunch of stuffs might be less time consuming if I did all the way through right away from the beginning, but I couldn't do that since some of items are locked behind progressions. For example, like Okina's mask over here, that add more points on Dex, I think 2 points, or Hoslo's whip that can be acquired after going through the entire Volcano Manor quest. Yeah, by the way, I prefer fighting all of these Tarnished rather than going through the dungeon to fight Rykard. My most concerns here is not the boss, but with time. Rather than depressingly beat the game by myself, I prefer to stream it so I can talk to you guys as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna use Claymore, Lordshorn, Greatsword. Yeah, dual wielding, you know. Probably using dual Greatswords might be too easy for Fire Giant. The goal here is to break his poise as often as possible, but it's not very much necessary to beat him because having good weapons will just finish the job easily with whatever method I use. Also, Claymore is the best weapon in the game. Come on. Oh. Right timing. Wait. I'm joking, okay. Oh no. Oh no, it's a bit too far. No! Oh my god, dude, that was bad. That was so bad, man. Oh, fuck. Not this, please. Ah, dude, no! Dude, there was... I think I'm one of the luckiest one today. Okay, he's done now. Let's fucking go! Look at me, man. I'm drenched in blood. So, if I count how many times I've beaten Rykard in my entire life playing Elden Ring, probably 4 times. Yes. 2 of them are challenge runs, and 1 of them I still failed to beat him. Yeah, the reason I almost never put Rykard in my video because I suck so bad at fighting him. Even with Serpent Hunter, I still couldn't avoid the lava quake or whatever that bullshit move it was. Oh my god, the range is... Okay, maybe I should dodge to the left. I choose great spears for Rykard, so I don't have to use other weapons than Serpent Hunter, thinking it would be not that hard. I was wrong.
Still, okay, maybe it was too early.
I'll be back for him, I promise. But the next fight is not better. I can pretend I got everything under my plan with Reduvia since I beat them with it before. But it's always the inconvenience. Oh, also the middle pillars isn't safe anymore. Oh my... Oh. Fine, you know what? Let's use Bloodhound Fang instead. I don't think changing to Bloodhound Fang works better than Reduvia. This weapon has more range and deals bleed more effectively than the Fang. I just have to be patient. That's the key. Sometimes just the oopsies. Sleep pots. I hate sleep pots. But maybe I'm gonna use it this time. Maybe, just maybe. Oh my god, he's still alive? Not anymore. Why is it lagging? Hey, come here, motherfucker. Really good. It is so good that your boy has infinite stamina, bro. I don't think you can dodge forever. Rest in peace, Bogart. This action is required for the Iron Ball that I'm gonna use to fight Malekith. My intention was to turn this weapon into bleed-infused busted balls, but I think I need some stuff to change the affinity. I don't have time for that. Using regular heavy balls will do just fine. The only problem I encounter is only on phase 1. The balls have very short reach. Even sometimes, I could miss my shot in point-blank range. Okay, never mind. Dodge that. Almost perfectly. Never mind, I couldn't reach him. Light roll, very effective. Oh. One more hit, dude. I missed that. It's okay. We definitely got this. Wahoo! So the reason I finished the Volcano Manor quest is not only I can fight Rykard, but also acquired Hoslo's whip. Now, I did a whip only run previously and fighting off Gideon proven to be very effective. Plus, with stamina advantage, I should be able to close his breathing room. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I totally forgot he could pull the Law of Causality. But it won't happen again for the second time. Therefore, Gideon is no more. There we go. We're at the end of the game, and at this very moment, I'm gonna try Finger, Butthole. Right before the fight, I had to travel back to Mountain Gelmir, specifically to Gelmir Hero's grave. Inside, across the lava, there is one hidden room where you can get the ring finger. It's actually a hammer, and probably doesn't have anything special outside of its memeable weapon skill. Alright, so honestly, the fight wasn't supposed to take a while. However, this was 3 AM at the time. I was forcing myself to beat him before going to sleep. So there's gonna be a bunch of oopsies, and for the first time ever, I got grabbed by him like he's just met his newborn infant. This weapon has decent damage overall and not so slow recovery time, so I can utilize the jump attack to take advantage from his stomp. Exists, but Godfrey actually hit me when I'm done. Oh, timing is important. Second phase, the window of openings becomes tighter, as my only chance is when he's about to grab me. But again, thanks to the massive stamina pool I currently have, I'm able to run, dodge, and attack without having to actively maintain my stamina. Not good.
Tarnished.
We hit 99 endurance. Wahoo! Now all the runes means nothing to me. So as promised, I went back to Rykard and still, somehow, rejoining the Serpent family. I think my main issue is only on phase 1 where he often does the earthquake that basically unavoidable. Let me know if you're able to avoid that one. I tried jumping, running left and right, rolling, none of them seems to work. But luckily, I passed his first phase by getting close to him, and second phase was no issue at all. Maybe I couldn't say the same thing if I used other weapons though. One more thing before going for Radagon. A while ago, a lot of people recommend me using rain of arrows against big enemies. So I'll be using Dex build by using regular longbow. For dexterity boost, as usual, I have Radagon Sword Seal and Prosthesis Heirloom, but I'm getting another one, which is Millicent Prosthesis, by unaliving her. Okay, now I understand why you guys recommend me this Ash of War. Not only I can shoot from very far distance, the damage from a single arrow was so satisfying. And now combined with my usual method by going behind him, a very easy fight. Okay, we're back. Radagon. So, there is this weapon called Regalia of Eokate. I don't know how to spell it, by the way. I never used this weapon, and apparently it has the same Ash of War as Marai's Executioner Sword, but with less damage. One thing that I don't like is how it has Arcane as its requirement. I could have boosted my dex, but now I have to wear the silver tier in order to use it. Also, I might need to get used to Radagon fight again. It's been forever. Easy. Alright, that should do. Let's go! We made it. For now. No, the Goombas feels like... Nah, have you already beaten Placidussax? Yes, I did. Literally today. Off stream. This is by far my luckiest Elden Beast fight. By luckiest, I mean he didn't do any Golden Rain and no Golden Wave at a very long range. So the fight ended pretty quick. This is the benefit of having a bunch of fucking stamina. Oh no, here he comes. But I came in prepared, baby. Oh, fuck. How? It didn't break the poise. What? Oh my god, no! Ah! Okay, never mind. I'm safe. Stamina, stamina. Oh, thank God he's doing the thing. We're gonna win this. For real, baby. Alright, guys. That's it for Elden Beast. We did it. As I said before, I'm racing against time in this video, and apparently I couldn't win since a bunch of office work waiting for me, and I gotta do taxes as well. Yikes, okay? But worry not, I almost beat the rest of the bosses like Moog, Millennia, 46, and the others, and it will be up as part 2 of this video. I'll post the link in the comments, and I hope it will be done before Lies of P releases. Alright, I'll see you soon.